Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story, and I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
Hey guys, Justin Coffin for the 330 Sports Show. Today is Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. Tonight is game 2 of the Knicks Cavs series in Cleveland. Game 1 went to the Knicks 101-97. The Knicks lead the series 1-0. Tonight's game is on TNT at 7:30. Now, let's go through some Cavs Knicks by the numbers. First of all, we're going to start with some of the bad ones. 17 offensive rebounds allowed by the Cavs in game 1. If you remember way back on last Thursday's show, I said the key to the series would be limiting the Knicks' second chance points, and obviously the Cavs did not do that in game 1. Hopefully need to get better at that tonight to have a chance to win. Another one, 26 points off of 14 Cavs turnovers. Not good. So nearly 25% of their points come off of 14 Cavs turnovers. Got to get better at that, clean it up. 14 points off the Cavaliers bench compared to 37 from the New York Knicks. So the Knicks outscore the Cavs by 23 points off the bench. We did know the Knicks had the strength of the bench working in their favor. The Cavs bench is okay. It's not great. Their strength is obviously their starting lineup, but you have to get more points out of Karis LeVert. You got to get some production out of Ricky Rubio or whoever it might be. You know, you throw at that 3 spot, Jetty Osman or whoever. So the Cavs have to improve that in game 2. Let's end here with a positive note. 28.57. That's how many points Donovan Mitchell has averaged in his career in each playoff game. So that puts him 7th best all time. 28.57 points per game in his career. So a really nice night for Donovan Mitchell. A few mistakes, a few forces. I think when the Cavs maybe things weren't quite going right, you know, trying to go to the rim and get a foul call, which might lead to a transition bucket by the Knicks on the other end. But overall, a great night for Mitchell. 38 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Just doing some phenomenal things out there on the court and being the leader the Cavs so desperately need. But with that said, other guys have to step up. Guys like Darius Garland, who he was 5 points short of his season average in points scored, 17 points, 0 rebounds, and only 1 assist to 5 turnovers. Darius Garland is normally a 2 to 3 to 1 assist to turnover guy, and obviously did not do that on Saturday night. So hopefully tonight bounces back and is the Cavs' second leading scorer tonight by our hopes. Evan Mobley, first of all, congratulations to him. 3rd in the Defensive Player of the Year award voting. He's only 21 years old. Jaren Jackson Jr. For the Memphis Grizzlies wins that. He is actually the youngest player to ever win that. So I think Evan Mobley is going to be the next Defensive Player of the Year next year. But with that said, focus on this series. Started out 8 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Really struggled from the field. Did a nice job defensively, which we know that's going to be consistent game in and game out for him. Great on the switches. Really did a nice job on Julius Randle overall. But really, we need him to be a two-way player, and had a really nice dunk to start the game, but didn't get much from him offensively the rest of the game. Jared Allen, overall statistically, a really nice game, 14 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists. But, the Cavs as a whole really have to clean up their defensive rebounding and limit, again, the Knicks' second chance points. Isaac Okoro didn't play a ton in this game, but did a decent job. Only allowed 3 baskets of Jalen Brunson's 11 baskets on the night, but 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The thing Isaac has to do, though, is he's got to make at least 1 3, if not 2 or more threes to stretch the defense. Whereas I feel like if it's like RJ Barrett or one of the Knicks wing defenders, they can sag off of him and more into the paint to clog up the lane for guys like Mitchell or Garland that are driving to the paint. So Isaac Okoro, if he could stretch the defense and get out and transition a little bit to make the Cavs' lives easier on offense, is definitely welcomed in game 2. So let's take a look at the rest of the bench. The Cavs had 9 guys play. Ricky Rubio played 6 minutes, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists. LeVert, 18 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Osman had a pretty nice game, at least on the offensive end. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Lamar Stevens did not play. Danny Green did not play, which I thought we might see him. And Dean Wade got 7 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound, and 0 assists. So not getting much from the bench. So when you total it up, you got LeVert with 3, Osman with 9, and Wade with 2. That's it. That's all that came from the bench. So Cavs, ideally 20 points would be nice to get out of the bench with the starting lineup we have, but somebody's got to step up and be that guy that can either knock down a 3 or get to the rim, knock down a couple free throws, because the Cavs need that depth in there. And again, I pointed this out last Wednesday when I recorded it for last Thursday's show, but it cannot be emphasized enough. Limit the Knicks' second chance points. Game 1, 17 offensive rebounds allowed. Let's cut that number in half tonight. All right, let's take a look at the Knicks, what they did. Julius Randle coming back, missing the last couple weeks of the season, had 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. Jalen Brunson was in foul trouble early on, but comes back and scores 21 points in 21 second half minutes, limited to 6 points in the first half. So, the Cavs defense has to shut him down. RJ Barrett, again, I've said this before, he is not a great outside shooter. So I know he hit 1 3 in the game, but if we can limit his drives to the basket and make him be a shooter, I think the Cavs will be in a good situation. Josh Hart, who had a big game 1, is doubtful for game 2 with an ankle injury. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Quentin Grimes, one of their starters, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Quickly, had a kind of a quiet game. Mitchell Robinson is just an absolute beast. Numbers won't, make you go crazy, but 6 points, 8 rebounds. He is just a physical presence underneath for the Knicks. Obi Toppin had a decent game off the bench, 9 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. And Isaiah Hartenstein, their backup center, 8 points and 5 rebounds for the New York Knicks. So hopefully with Josh Hart not playing most likely tonight, the Cavs can rebound literally and figuratively and get back in this series and tie it up. All right, let's take a look at the playoffs as it stands on heading into Tuesday night's game. Miami with a big win at number 1 seed Milwaukee. They're up 1-0. New York up 1-0 over the Cavs. Philly up 2-0 and Boston up 1-0 in their series. Denver took care of business. The Clippers upset the Suns to take a 1-0 lead. The Sacramento Kings taking care of business 2-0 in their series versus Golden State. And the Lakers, the 7 seed, up 1-0 on the Memphis Grizzlies. Couple notes over the weekend of some of these games. First of all, Kings go up 2-0. They call it light the beam in Sacramento, but just a really great performance in game 1, a great game overall. And then last night, the Kings take care of business. So their game 1 win was their first playoff win since 2006. And it's the first time the Warriors have been down 0-2 in a series since 2007. Draymond Green and Sabonis were in a little bit of a tussle, you might say, on Monday night. And Draymond Green actually stomped on Sabonis, was ejected, and a suspension very well could be coming for game 3. So with that said, I'm going to give you my all NBA awards for the biggest pieces of shit. And I'm going to start with Draymond Green. Um, he's a great defender, but if he's not playing on your team, you really can't stand the guy. So Draymond Green leads the all piece of shit award. James Harden, for me, just don't like him and can't stand that beard either. So James Harden is on that team. Grayson Allen, obvious reasons. Trey Young, I think, is just a punk. I don't like him. Dylan Brooks, what more can you say? He's just a piece of shit. Rudy Gobert, I don't know if anyone in the league likes him, including his own teammate Kyle Anderson, who punched him in the face in one of the last games. Or actually, he punched Kyle Anderson, but I think a lot of his teammates would line up to punch him in the face. And Rudy Gobert, fun fact, actually started the coronavirus in the United States. Just kidding on that, but you know the story. Kelly Olynyk, we all go back to the Kevin Love era with him. Could have cost the Cavs the 2015 NBA title, but he's just a punk and like I don't know. Looks like he should be playing Big Bird in the WNBA or something with that hair. Marcus Smart, like him or hate him, he's kind of a polarizing figure. Kyrie Irving, a lot of Cavs fans may still love for hitting that shot, but he's kind of an ass and basically burns every franchise he's been with. Chris Paul, this is interesting. One of the least liked NBA players, with all of his endorsement deals and stuff. That really surprises me. Ben Simmons, got to give this guy credit. He got paid and he got paid well, and he does not do anything. Former number one player in the draft and just not a good player. Patrick Beverly, again, one of those guys you probably love if you're a Chicago Bulls fan or if he's on your team, but you cannot stand him if your team's playing against him. So he makes and rounds out the All NBA Piece of Shit awards for the 2023 season. Many of these guys you'll see in next year's 2024 awards as well. All right, recapping some of the other series. LeBron and the Lakers take game one over Memphis. They finished that game on just a crazy run to make it look way out of hand. John Morant was hurt. He goes to the basket harder than anybody I've ever seen, but he is unlikely to play in game two, and I'm not sure what his status is going forward. It was a big fall and hurt his wrist on that. So we will see what his status is going forward. Um, Miami takes a 1-0 lead over the Milwaukee Bucks, the number one seed, the NBA favorite to win the title. Giannis was injured. His status have not heard yet. Tyler Hero breaks his hand in this game, so injuries all around. So we'll see if Milwaukee can hang and get a game two victory without Giannis or maybe with him. I'm not sure of his status, but the Heat are a very veteran laden team, so they're going to come to play, especially on the defensive end, each and every night. And just to round out the rest of the series, the Clippers upset the Suns to go up 1-0 without Paul George. Kawhi versus Durant in this series should be a really good one. I do expect Phoenix to win, but the Clippers get game one over them. Boston and Philadelphia in the East cruise over Atlanta and Brooklyn, and Denver in the West takes care of the Timberwolves in the first game of their series. So that's a look at basketball. Real quick check in with Cleveland Guardians. They are 9-7. So far this year, they've gone 4-3 against the Mariners, 2-1 against the A's, 1-2 against the Yanks, 2-1 this past weekend against the Nationals. They are currently playing a doubleheader right now as we speak against the Detroit Tigers. So they will play 3 games in 2 days with the rain out yesterday. They will have the Miami Marlins coming to town this weekend, and they will also host the Colorado Rockies and then travel to the Boston Red Sox to close out the month of April. So the Guardians should be able to, they play up to their ability, should be able to do a nice job and finish out the month of April on a high note. So, finally, to close out the show today, just want to give you a preview for Thursday's show. Thursday, April 20th, we will feature Steve Hellwagon of 24/7 Sports Bucknuts. He will join the show and talk all things Ohio State football heading into the summer and heading into the 2023 season, including the Buckeyes in the NFL draft. So, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys listening and hope everyone has a good day. We will see you 3:30 on Youngstown Studio on